Straight to me tequilas.
Yeah, I copy with you.
You got, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yep, gotcha.
I don't know if I'm going to be here. Last time we did the interview, I wasn't able to hear myself.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Chris, talk again. Make sure I can hear you on the booth or on the string.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Is it
Check.
getting loud?
Check.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
That would probably be best, so it don't echo in and out.
Alright, we're still waiting on Sniper. While we wait on Sniper, Duke, you want to talk about last season a little bit? A little recap of last season? No, we didn't get to broadcast most playoffs. It was a good one.
Yeah, man, that was pretty interesting. I can't remember who won every one of them. I know Atlanta, I think Colt won, if I'm not mistaken. I know one thing. All through the playoffs, it was actually pretty interesting, even to be a part of it. You go through the rounds each week, and it was like who was going to be there and who weren't was going to be in the playoffs. Like nobody wanted to show up.
Man, I tell you what, I wish the championship race would have been broadcasted. The Final Four, they all had the lead. Within under 20 laps to go, all Final Four drivers took the lead at some point, but Frank in the end came out with a nice move. I think we had 6 to go on the final restart. Yeah, a really good move down low. Past Sniper and Twoon, and they couldn't catch him.
Darlington was pretty good too. Sniper, he kind of solidified himself in the playoffs with that race there. Because speaking of the devil,
yeah, Sniper was really strong in playoffs. So he won his way through every round. He didn't have to worry about it because he was one of the guys that we had to have fill in on one of them playoff spots. So he started pretty much with virtually nothing.
honestly,
Worked his way
really,
all
I
the way
thought
to
he
the
was
Final
gonna.
Four.
I thought he was gonna sweep the last round. Being honest, really, he kind of did.
We're still waiting on Checo to finish this pre-race interviews. He has all the questions ready. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah. I was about to say, because just swearing like a sailor out there, you know. Yeah, which makes us look kind of dumb right now because it looks like we're talking to nobody. And
All right, back on subject. Back on subject. We're veering off here. Let's talk about the upcoming schedule. Have you looked over it any deep? Have you seen it?
I have not. I don't even have a rule book right now. I've been meaning to get that from my league owners. So whenever they would kindly send me that kind of information, it would be nice.
It's in the Discord.
I don't get it on Discord.
Oh, I forgot you're not on Discord.
I ain't got enough room up onto it.
Deal.
I know Talladega is first. I don't know what from there. I have no fucking clue.
Kansas.
The THC is gonna race duel 2. He was supposed to be in duel 1, so he's moving to duel 2. So he's gonna be in the outside group. Alright, back on subject again. Sorry, I keep veering off. Season 6 schedule. Start off Talladega, of course. We're doing the duels tonight. Then we go out to the Midwest, Kansas. That's gonna be a good one. Then pretty much the same style of track in Atlanta. Although I don't really like the new package that we have on the cars with the big spoiler. But
Yeah, Atlanta really isn't going to be Atlanta until we get the new game because you don't even have fifth gear for that track.
I have an idea to contradict that, so stay tuned for that. Then we head off to Road America after that. Darlington, Michigan. Uh, Michigan's going to be a good one in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
We ran that exhibition race the other day, and it was 3 wide, 3 rows deep for the lead. It was wild. But
Michigan's always good.
we had a late caution with about 5 to go, and we couldn't get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be kind of the story tonight, a little bit. I hope, I mean, I know the drivers are great and all, but we all know whenever they're dangling that checkered flag out and it's 3 to go, most likely somebody's going to get turned or somebody's not going to give an inch, and rightfully so, and most of the time that ends for another green-white checkered and another one after that. And then finally, hopefully, we get to the white flag.
Yes, especially with the winner is the only one getting points tonight. So
Oh, man.
closer we get to the end, it's gonna heat up.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. I just know you're going to have a lot of these guys that's been racing from last season that are probably going to gang up on the ones that ain't been here, or the newcomers. Kind of got to yank the rookies' chains like they tried to do me last year, you know.
It's split. It's pretty well split. I don't think there's gonna be much ganging up on nothing. There's buddies that joined that's split. There's the OGs that's been here that's split. I mean, it's pretty even throughout. It's gonna be good. But after Michigan, we go to WWT. Then we head to Charlotte Roval. That one's gonna be a tricky track. Then we go to Dover. I'm really nervous about going there. You know, you wreck there, it's a washout track. It's going to collect multiple cars. Has potential to be a very bad track, especially with 24 drivers. I hope we can make it through there.
That traffic will be big.
After that, we go to New Hampshire, and then we have our all-star race at Darlington. The prize has not been determined yet. You know, we do a trophy for the champion every year, but stay tuned for that. There will be a trophy for the winner of that. And then we'll have an off week after the All-Star race, give everyone a break from all the racing. We'll have 2 more regular season races after that. We'll have Richmond and Daytona. Daytona's the season finale to make it into the playoffs. We'll start off with the round of 16. 16 drivers will make it. I haven't mentioned that yet. With us having 24, possibly 25 drivers in our field, we have plenty of drivers to make a 16 playoff field. We start off with Miami. Then we head out west to Auto Club. Sadly, that track don't exist anymore. I really wish it did. Hopefully, it's a decent short track, but I ain't gonna get too much into that right now.
Well, we'll keep that alive for right now because that's a damn good racetrack, and everybody knows that that was one of the worst steps RP's ever made. No offense to him, but that track was the raciest track for the next gen car that I'd seen in the past 2 seasons that car's been out. So it's kind of sad that that's gone away, but we're gonna keep it alive here and watch these drivers duke it out on it.
Well, after Auto Club, we'll head out to Bristol for the round of 16 finale, the elimination race. That's going to be a really tough one if you're in a tough spot in the playoffs to try to dig your way out and make it to the next round. Then we head to the round of 12. We got Las Vegas, Watkins Glen, and Talladega. That one's going to be a tricky one. You got really 2 wild card races. Watkins Glen, someone you don't expect to be fast, could be fast that weekend at that road course.
Yeah, Watkins
Not
Glen's
like your other road courses. It's pretty
fast.
simple and it's fast. Then we head to the round of 8. You got Charlotte, Pocono, and Phoenix. Again, that's another very technical round. Tough tracks. Then we're going back to Texas for the championship 4. Frank won the championship. He had the right to pick the track, and smart man goes right back to the track that he just won the championship at. So that rounds out our season 6 schedule. You got
He
anything
took it.
to add to that, dude?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a contender at these road courses because the same guy that I thought I was going to beat at one of these road courses last year in the round of 16 and 12 took my ass out with a pit call. So look out for him. He ain't going to lay low. And one thing about Frank, 90% of the time he's pretty consistent. So you can always kind of count him being that top 5 somewhere.
Well,
well, it's Dega, man. You know, Talladega. What else can we say about it? You've been in the infield of this place. I haven't. I've been to the sister track to this, which is Daytona, quite a bit. So, how's Dega, man? Like, does it look as big as it does on TV?
no. It's way bigger in person, man. The TV don't do it justice, honestly, which I'm sure Daytona's the same way. Atlanta was the same way for me when I went there. The video never does justice to me. But
Oh no.
Since we got
Darlington
Frank and
did the
Chris here,
opposite. I will say that Darlington, whenever I went there, it looks way bigger on TV than it does in person. That was one of the weirdest things. Yeah.
well, since we got our special guests in here, let's go ahead and give them an interview so they can get back to the lobby or whatever and get a little practice in, or just get in the lobby and get ready to run. We'll start out with Frank, our season 5 champion. Frank, you got a copy here?
I got one.
Okay. Well, brother, first question I gotta ask you is, how does it feel finally getting that championship?
It feels amazing. Amazing. Worked hard all year. I tried to stay consistent as I could. I did. Everything I planned fell through. Really satisfied with my racing last year. I hope this year becomes as competitive as last year was.
Oh yeah,
The
for sure.
championship with no controversy all year. That's the good thing.
For sure. We had a lot of good racing, and you were one of the top consistent drivers. I mean, you were up there in points and everything, and it showed all season. And
Yeah, I didn't get any wins until I got one win. All my wins came in the playoffs.
yep, and one of them
Three
was
of
the
them
most
did.
important one.
Yep, right.
Duke, you got any questions for Frank?
How confident are you in a plate car tonight?
I'm always confident in a plate car. Always
Frank's
confident in a
Frank's
plate
the
car.
past Talladega winner as well.
Yep. I won the last one.
Car feels is what it did then, and you already got your ideas down, so you know how to get it done.
Yep. Not knowing these new drivers and knowing who can hold good lines and what their ideology is and in their past is going to be tricky and new. So hopefully we'll be able to learn who's good to go with and who ain't within a couple of laps, to where we don't waste our time with people. I don't waste time with people no more. You can't run. You need to get out of the way.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, you said winning 3 races. To be exact, you won 3 of the last 10 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How'd you do? How'd you do that? Did you start running more?
Well,
More dedication?
it started off the Talladega. Well, I had one race going into the playoffs. I can't remember Atlanta or one of them, but I had one win going into the playoffs. I won the Talladega race, and then the road course, the Roval. I had pit strategy that put me out front there, and then of course the Texas win. I've never won a road course in any league I've ever ran, and I'm not a road course guy. But I pit strategy and just good math made me get one there. But we didn't have the heavy hitters like Sniper and the good road course drivers in it either.
Yeah. Well, last question I got for you. How do you become the first two-time champion kill switch?
Same as last year. Consistency and good, clean,
Staying out of trouble.
effective racing. Yep, staying out of trouble. You're never going to
Well,
have a league that's going to have 30 perfect drivers, so you just got to know how to avoid wrecks that you feel are going to happen and just how to look for those things. And I've learned that within 6 years of racing with Smuck.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You're always up front, and you've proven that. Duke, you got anything else for Frank?
Go get him, buddy, and keep that Ford out front. I normally wouldn't say that, but.
I'm not in the Ford. I'm in the Chevy now.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in the 42.
All right.
Frank's in the 42. Watch out
I
for the
run
42.
Black Rifle because I really drink Black Rifle coffee in real life. So
Frank is starting on pole in duel 2. He lucked up in the
All right.
draw, so be sure to be willing to watch out for the former champ.
That's even better. Keep that Chevy out front. Good job.
So now we'll switch over to one of the new guys, brand new, straight off. I don't know how I would say that. Straight off the
chip off the old block,
I guess. From iRacing to console, that's my first question for you, Chris. How is that transition going from iRacing over to the console? Is it
and
much different?
Why in the world would you change? Well, man, those things are expensive, and I guarantee it's a lot of fun once you get it together. But I ran quite a bit of iRacing myself whenever I had it, and one thing about that is it's not like this. I'm gonna tell you. I know it. Oh yeah. But we look forward to seeing you race tonight. And what car number are you gonna be in, and where can we find you? That's the best way to go about it, I think. Well, make sure you don't let them run you over too. Yeah, you can earn that respect, but don't get run over because they don't mind doing it. I promise. All right, buddy. Well, good luck. Keep that car out front, and we'll see you in Victory Lane one time this season, hopefully. All right. Well, what's live action going to be tonight when we getting started here? Because we got to let these people know. It's already 7:01.
Yeah, I ran over a little bit, and Chris, you can go to the lobby and go ahead and get ready to run. We're about to run here shortly.
Guys, I think it'd be a good idea to take like a 5-minute break real quick for on air. Go get you something to drink, folks, and come right back here for a little bit. We'll be ready and live for Talladega Super Speedway for the duels here in Kill Switch.
Duke and Frank, y'all are going to start off. Checo's running a little behind with whatever he's having going on. I'm not sure. But I'm going to send all of y'all the invite. Even Checo, his brother's going to get him to join so he can still stream and all that. You get what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
uh,
What's going on with Check?
we're about to go into duel one. He had to do something for his dad, so he's running a little behind.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
he shouldn't be too far behind.
I'm gonna go grab me a fan real quick because it's fucking hot here
But
in
I'm
Forest.
getting out
So.
of here, so y'all two are taking over the booth. I am gonna have the race. Like I said, I'll send y'all invites, and I'll message you when to join on PlayStation chat. Okay?
All right, 10-4.
So tell Frank when to join too.
All right, I got it. I'll be right back myself. I'm gonna take me a quick break for a sec. Alright, shit. Let's see where the hell.
After a long, treacherous.
Holy hell. Did you run?
That I had to find. I have conquered all the many things that
shit.
there's to conquer, but now the race is going to be getting underway. Has it started yet, boys? Or no?
No, it hadn't. And I accepted an invite whenever. Shit, damn it. I didn't know it because he didn't send me anything. I gotta wait on him to send me another invite.
Yeah, just waiting on the group.
Yeah, we talked to every one of them. We talked to Frank. He seemed pretty energetic and pretty excited for next year. Talked to one of our new drivers. Can't remember which car number at the moment that he's going to be driving for next year, but talked to him, and we tried to get Sniper, but he left the booth, so. Get there too. Oh, one second. But yeah, we talked to Frank quite a bit, and he seems pretty confident in the night. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a legitimate shot at winning. And like he said he's got it styled out in his new Chevy.
Listen, Frank in that new 42, he seemed super happy to be in that car number. He was like, "Yep, I drink Black Rifle coffee, and I feel really good in a Chevy." And he was like, mix those two together, and you got the 42. And I was like, "Hey, that doesn't seem like bad math." I started to agree with him for a little bit here.
Yeah, you gotta be good to your sponsors.
The sponsors are gonna show some love, and then you'll show the love back with the win. But I do believe new rules state that we're gonna be under caution when we start. I don't.
Oh, we're doing pace laps.
Yeah, we're gonna do pace laps. So the new season 6, we are gonna.
I don't know. I'm trying to get in, and it's being technical difficulty on my end as well. So I know they probably got the start already. They're probably on their pace laps.
Right now, they're going down the back stretch. The 19 of Chris did seem to back out, so I think we're gonna have to restart this race and go quicker.
Talladega Super Speedway, man. 33 degrees of banking, 2.66 is the length. I think we're gonna have a pretty good show as far as
very, very big, super speedway.
Yeah, a lot of room to run and a lot of room to get in trouble.
A lot bigger than Daytona. Daytona's 2.5 and some miles, so they're pretty equal. Just
Talladega is bigger. You can actually sit Daytona inside of it.
But
I said
like we're going.
We got the 24, and who is that on the outside?
The 4 looks to be catching up back to the pack.
22, mile.
Yep, so we got Hooligan Breston.
Jinx,
Jinx in the 22. Behind Jinx. Try to see if I can see how to go.
Wonder we're going green this time. Ready?
Nope, probably one more pace lap. So we got the 24 of
the green flag is in the air.
I'm sorry if I butcher your name. The 22 of Jinx on his outside. Filling out row 2 is going to be the 5 of Sniper. I thought he's in dual 1. We have the 77 of Death before the song, and it looks like they did go green. It doesn't sound like that in the headset. Right behind Sniper was the 45 of Loader, man. I had
Yeah.
these notes written down before, but I guess some drivers didn't show up.
We're
so
going to
kinda
have to get some used to
missed
these guys. You're going to have to give us a little bit of time, folks out there, because a lot of new people and a lot of new places, and we're going to have to kind of settle that as we go.
Ooh, Sniper looks to have that outside line getting formed up right now, having the 22 of Jinx and the 77 right behind him. That's before the summer was a pretty good race. So he's making his comeback over here in the Kill Switch Racing League Series.
Hendrick fighting over
I
the front row.
believe he did race in Season 4. Now he's coming back in Season 6. He missed the whole season in Season 5. I believe it would have been a great season with him. Looks to gain 2 good on the outside line. Now it's going to be 4 against 2.
I don't know if you can really drop back, though. You know, the thing about it is you got a few guys back there. I've noticed there's 2 of them that's dropped back, kind of chilling back there. I don't know if you can do that with this new car that way like you could the old car. Old car, you kind of drop back, chill, and then push the guy in front of you as much as possible and get back up to the pack. But I think once you lose it this time with this car, I think you're losing it for good, and it's going to be hard to catch it back up without a caution.
Yeah, even with 2 drivers behind you making it a little 3-car pack, I don't think you're really going to gain on, a 5-car field. Let's say if we had a 5-car field up there, even if they're battling, I don't think 3 cars lined up would be able to catch them. Only because, yes, this is a newer car, and air just plays way more different. Like this car, side drafting works way more better on this car than old Gen 6 cars, and it really shows on some tracks. Like as we see, not Frank. I was gonna say Frank. I'm always used to saying Frank, but we have Kung Fu Panda battling for the lead, leading that outside lane. Oh, never mind. Wait, I thought that was 41.
Nope, that's 45.
That is my mistake, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 45 of Loader Man.
We got a 45 right now, 2277, I believe that is, and the 9, the 5.
And the 24. I believe the following cars would be the 4. Let me check back there. Let's first scroll through the field. And I do believe it'll be, the 4 and the 38, which the 4 is, I'm kind of dyslexic, guys. I'm sorry. Give me a couple races in the booth and I'll be better. But we got Jason D4, and right behind him we got the 38 of Boss of the Sauce, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try to put his name on here. Boss of the Sauce.
Well, Loaderman looks like he's took control of this race early on. We got Jinx right behind him. Got the 77 right there, the 9. They're all playing kind of nice, along with Sniper. They got a nice little group right there. How did the 24 get that far back and lose the lead like that? I didn't catch that, but
maybe in his mind, some drivers want to get in the back, try to feel out the field. This is going to be a smaller field. Yeah, you're kind of wanting to lead lap, showing your colors a little bit, but I'm kind of liking the 24's little plan here. Try to feel out the field. You win the race in the last lap, and the race today, if you win, you get 5 regular season points, I believe, and 2 playoff points. So there is a little bit on the line winning Duel 1 and Duel 2 over here.
Right you are, and those points will pay pretty big dividends early on, especially whenever you get in the playoffs. And you got 2 playoff points. Those were really hard to get last year. You had a lot of good guys that would get up front and win a bunch of stages, and whenever the good guys are out front winning stages and you ain't, those playoff points are hard to come by.
Yeah, it's like you're a kid in the candy shop with no quarters. You're just looking at all the jawbreakers, and you're like, man, I get it. Especially with these cars. Like on tracks like this, you'd think someone random would win, You'd have a surprise winner, but surprisingly, no. If you're really in tune with this new car, like I've seen some people are, you could win most of the super speedways just by playing it safe, making your move right when you have to, and then also leaving the pack or blocking it, you know what I mean? Like, I know some people are going to say, oh, leaving the line that you were just in, blah, 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 driver's code. Hey, to each his own. Somebody's going to not help you later on in the future. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, this is where you make for the next race coming up. Well, I mean, these are the duels. So the thing about it is you want to find a guy that you're pretty okay with working with. I don't know if he would be your best friend. And once you find that guy you can hook up with and run with, hopefully that carries over to the big dance later on next week.
Yeah, all eyes on the prize and when we start at Talladega. Yes, I said Daytona in the pre-race show. It's because, everybody starts at Daytona. It's just a, crown jewel. It's so beautiful. It's our Super Bowl. It's beautiful. And we replace it with Talladega, which is also a beautiful track. But when you don't get, enough drivers, Talladega doesn't seem as fun.
Well, the reason being, from what they said,
big race, it's going good.
A lot of the reason why they said they want, when you get a lot of people that you don't really know that well, and you're just starting to learn people, it's really hard to understand how other people race, and it's hard to build trust. In Talladega, it's a little bit more room where you can kind of learn your guy a little bit more without having to worry about ending up in that outside wall. So, or crashing your guy. Well, looks like we got a couple of takers for pit road.
Yep. We got the 9 of 2 good, and I believe that was the 5.
The 5 and the 24.
Yep. So Hendrick is coming down early on. Maybe it's team strategy. Hey, 3 on 3. I don't hate the odds. Teams are gonna play into a factor, even though we have drivers having their own numbers and there is no teams. Maybe there's a couple of people that want to have teams, and all 3 of the leaders are signaling the pit road, the 45, 22, and the 77.
5 won the race off of pit road there. 9's following in behind him. And this is going to spread them guys up. They didn't really need this coming out. They needed where all of them came in together and all of them left together. I don't think this is going to fan out for them too well.
So we got Chevy, Ford, and a Toyota all pitting at the same exact
More
time.
pits. We got a 45, the
road, but that's
77,
okay.
and 22.
Yep, they're not entering pit road, so I believe they're probably going down the long front stretch. As we see here, Toogood and Sniper going into turn 3. And you kind of want to make it seem like they already had this planned out, Sniper, Toogood, and the 24 pitting before the other guys. I kind of think it's a little bit of a team strategy.
What's going to really show the tale is how these guys get off of pit road, the ones that just pitted, because if they can get off of pit road and they can stay grouped up, they're going to have a big advantage.
They are grouped up. The 45's right in front of the 77, and the 22 is not far behind them. As we see right there, the 5 of Jinx getting in right into the frame.
Yeah, this is going to be the tail to tail right here. These guys are going to get up to speed, and they're going to stay up to speed, while those guys back there that are running single file, they're not going to be. I think the draft's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5 to 8 miles an hour faster. So that equivalents to about 3/10 a lap, 3 to 4/10 a lap. So it won't take long for them to go a lap down if they don't get grouped up.
As you've seen the onboard cam right there with the 77 of death before it's on. Yeah, like you said, the teams they have to get on pit road accordingly, and they have to leave in a group. You said it perfectly. You can't be stringed out amongst each other, because you've just seen right there, Hendrick, they all tried to pit at the same time, but the group of a Toyota, Chevy, and a Ford, they prevailed.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't always good to have your teammates. Sometimes you make a plan, and like they always say, then they drop the green flag, and everything breaks loose. So kind of have to adapt. And if I was them 2 drivers back there, I know that ain't worth a lot of speed, but I would try my best to get grouped up and try to make a run on these guys up here. Because if these guys get to racing, all it's going to do is bring those guys up back there.
As you said it right now, the 77 just pulled up to the side of the 45 with the help of the 22, but the 22 looked to have gone on the outside trying to make a pass on the 77. So, hey, maybe the the 9, the 24, they can drop back. Maybe link up with the 8 or the 4 and the 38, and hey, maybe a 4-car tandem group can catch up to the 5, make it a 5-car group, and catch these 3 in front. Maybe I'm just trying. Oh no, the 4's right there. They're not gonna drop all the way back. Never mind. But hey, all I'm saying, Because once he gets his lap back and we get green in the second stage, yes, we're gonna have a completely different race.
Two
This is the
cars out of
first
the
race
first.
that we're gonna start under the manual caution. So obviously, from weeks to come, we're gonna get better on this as broadcasters and the racers. We're gonna have everything situated. But I don't know how many laps they have in stage 1 here.
That 4 car might
Presumably
play
couple.
a big dividend in here because these guys are going to fly by him. If he don't get this pack, he'll fall back to the 9 and the 5, and maybe they might be able to make a run at our top 3 up here.
I was gonna say that because I seen the 4 right there, and I thought to myself, what if the 22 and the 45 went up, got behind the 4, and since the 4 is on the outside, they have a little draft, and then boom,
Guy's
cut
holding
down,
his
get
line,
a little
though.
bit of the draft on the 77, and then shoot high, maybe.
Yeah,
77 out in front, though. Looking nice, boys.
for Jason, he finally had enough of it up there on that outside and dove behind him as a lap car. He's making a little bit of contact with him early on.
A little bit of contact with the 45, and it looks like stage 1 had just ended with the 77 taking a stage win over the 22 and the 45.
That explains why that 4 worked so hard. That 45 or that 4 car was trying to get his lap back before the end of the stage, and the rest of the leaders wasn't having it.
Hey, like you said, sometimes you gotta try to pick and choose your battles, and that one I probably wouldn't have made. I would have just gotten into the back. If he is the first car lap down, I would just view the situation, get into the line. You're still gonna get your lap back at the end of the stage,
Yeah, that lucky dog position means a lot. If you wad yourself up in a corner and try to mess with them, and them guys that are in a lucky dog position pass you, it's not going to be too good for you.
Stage 1 is in the books, and we have death before the sun.
Yep, that's going to be the first restart. This is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure every one of them is going to come down pit road.
After the initial the initial start, there's no manual restarts. This is just going to be straight gears up.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's why I said this will be the first actual restart under yellow for these guys as far as the end of the stage.
Crisps is still in the race. Is Crisp in the race for you?
The 38 dropped out and the 19. So both of them cars are out of the race.
Maybe the 38 was right in front of Jinx, but we're on board here with Jinx throughout the restart. The outside line looks to start gaining momentum as 5 drivers jump up there. 24 looks to go on the high side.
This is where the fight's going to start coming, because these guys have been running on the bottom, and you know how some people they don't like bottom feeding. They get aggravated with that when they can't go nowhere. And once you get a few friends up there on that outside, that bottom's nothing. But honestly,
Jinx can catch up to the 5 and the 77 right here.
Honestly, this new next gen car, the way this car is, it's really bottom line dependent. I've noticed that, especially here at Talladega and Daytona. You used to be able to get the outside kind of working, kind of moving, but really, honestly, the bottom feeders kind of win the battle.
Yeah, well, it's because of how this game is. Old game. I can't wait for it to be made by iRacing's people. Oh, yeah. The fun we will have, guys. The fun we will have.
Oh, almost 3 wide, and the 22 gets pinched to the fence.
Jinx looks to have hit the wall. Just a little bit. Might couple. 24 looks to try to make that high side work again. He's showing people, hey, I'm not afraid to go up here. I want to show you that I'm a good guy. I'm up here, look at the speed.
Well, a lot of times you're just kind of
at the... right there. He's getting aggravated on everybody on the bottom, so he wants to form up that top side, which the 45, the 9, and the 24, they hold up that high line.
I think these guys realize you can't hold back. You cannot hang back like you were doing before and expect to win this race. You're going to have to stay with the pack this time, and you're going to have to be smart about what you do and how you do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous for the 24. I don't think he has a lot of draft speed right now. Maybe if the 9 can drop back and help out his numbered teammate on the Hendrick side. No?
That's
22
another
falls
thing
in
with this
line.
car. It is so hard whenever to get the draft compared to what the old one was. The old one, you could kind of get a run on them late back. You could kind of chill about 8 car lengths back, and you can get a run and go right up there. This car, it don't have the muscle like the old one did. You better be right up against them, or you ain't catching a sniff of draft at all.
Yeah, as we name a draft, you have to be right behind the person. If you're on and they're on the outside, you just either you put the block or you drop back and pop them. I'm not trying to move it. That high side is starting to form here. 2 to 4. 77 and the 5 looking to hold the bottom line right now. That's before Dishonor with the win in stage 1. What do you think he's going to race like in stage 2?
Just as hard. I mean, because stage points don't matter here. So, I mean, I think it's more or less. I think these guys are mixing it up a little too early. They're putting themselves in some bad spots early on. I guess I don't know if they're experimenting and kind of see what kind of run they can make on their competitor or how they can fake them out. But we still got a little bit to go. We still got a whole another stage, don't we?
Yep, this is the start of stage 2. Couple laps down, and here we have the 4 on the outside trying to take the lead. Hey, if one more or 2 more drivers, probably would have made the move work. But now the 4 has switched, meaning car numbers. The 4 has switched to the bottom lane. And now there's 4 with 2 up top. Smart move with just, drop in and...
And as quickly as they were side by side, they're back single file on the bottom. You know, that outside, like I said, it's going to have to take a good group effort and a lot of people that's willing to stick it out up there. And the main thing is you're not going to be able to run the middle and expect to really get away with these guys. You're going to have to run that groove that nobody likes, and that's right up there against that safer barrier because there's a lot of people who can't run up there without tapping it. So the more people that you can run with up there on that outside that can run that line, the better your chances are to win. That's how you separate yourself here.
And to that fact, ooh,
3 wide.
Here we go, little 3 wide action.
It looks like the old COT car, don't it, Checo?
Oh, this is nice for the broadcast. This looks beautiful.
3 by 3 by 3 for slight moments. Tandem drafting here at Talladega for the duels. Oh, the 9 slips up just a tad bit and taps the outside retaining wall. Slides back in, and the 4 car has no
like
help.
You said, Duke, if you want to have the high side rolling, you're gonna have people that's willing to wait a couple of laps for it to actually work. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work in the first lap that you do it. Maybe the second lap if you guys, form up well enough and you guys understand your
it's like every track,
2
patience.
to 3 laps, yeah, patience. But here at Talladega and Daytona, if you hold that high side and have people willing to wait a couple of laps, you guys will run that top side, and everybody's gonna run to the top, and that's just how it is.
Here it comes, and as we speak of it, look at them. The outside row is 4 cars deep, and look what it's doing to that bottom. The whole bottom's going away.
Looking to move. And
they really got linked up.
The high side right now, and the 22 looked to just keep it high, but everybody else
and as soon as they got clear,
understandably, they all dropped.
4 cars said nope. Oh, the 22 almost got hung out. 4 cars really, really trying to make sure he's known here. That's Jason up there, that number 4 Ford for Haas. Man, he's mixing it up with that number 22 Pennzoil Ford.
Hey, it's all in the name of the game, baby. You want to win here at the duels. You want to win at Dega next week. You kind of want to sweep the place. You know what I mean? And 4, he already was the only car to go a lap down, which gave him the free pass. But now look at him. He's out in front. He made a couple adjustments. I would assume, presumably, because I would make adjustments. I'm not gonna lie. I would lie. I'm gonna lie right now. I would. Add a little to the and crease left just by a little bit, I have any track I go to.
Yeah, air pressure here is a big deal because you start out, especially with sliders, you have a lot of where the rights aren't caught up with the lefts, and what I mean by that is your tires are different air pressures on your left sides than your right, so you do that early on to try to set up a car for you in the sliders, but normally that don't work out too well. Technical difficulties for Checo or our co-host at the moment. For some reason he has lost connection, and he will be back here very shortly. Right now we got Jinx out front leading this pack right now. It looks like they're bottom feeding on that bottom double yellow line. That yellow line down there is a big game changer right there. That's why they hang down there a lot of times. Because the only way that you're going to get around somebody is on the outside. That double yellow line down there is no. That's basically, you do not cross underneath that. That's a black flag and a really long trip down pit road. They were running pretty good there for majority of the race, and looked like they were running side by side, but now they have kind of separated themselves a little bit out front. You got the veterans against the new guys, namely the 22 of Jinx, the 9 of Too Good, and the 5 of Sniper. These guys, 2 of them were in your championship round of 4 last year. They know what they're doing. And as that 9 peaks down low, Jinx slams the door on him. Made him think about it. That's the thing about it. That bottom lane, if you better hug it if you got a guy on your rear bumper that's trying to get around you. The only way he's going to get around you is kind of to drop back and kind of get a run on you coming off the corner. What I mean by that is drop back and allow the car to basically suck up a draft up to him. And another thing, when you get too far out front like Jinx is, it's not that hard for second and third place to do that. You'll see right here. Watch him, and you'll get a big run right here. And Too Good is not able to do much with it. And it stuffs it right back in the back bumper to that 22. .22 just high, and the 9 cuts low. 3 wide for a split second. 4 wide. They were looking at it. This is insane. This must be the end of the stage. 5 wide coming across the line. 4 wide. Who got it? It looks like the 45 got it. Whoa, what a end of the stage. These boys, you're going to have to strap up and lace your boots, boys, because business is picking up. You can definitely feel the intensity ratcheting it up for this third stage. The final stage is coming up, and if we have anything like that, it's going to be pretty interesting for the end of this. As the caution flag is displayed for right now. And we have our co-host back here. Checo, you there?
Dude, what the fuck's going on, man?
Checo lost connection.
Oh, what the fuck? How's your connection? Oh, fuck, you're gonna be racing, man.
What do you mean?
What do you see,
you're
Duke?
not gonna
I'm
be
getting
able
back
to
up. I don't know,
broadcast
for some reason my thingamabob just went out.
I mean, you're gonna race, ain't you? You're racing.
We'll get the light
No,
back
I'm
up.
not racing.
Don't
I'm
worry.
commentating.
Get it back there.
I know.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
What do you
Check
see
out.
right now?
You missed a good
Oh,
fucking
you're
finish
talking
on
to
that
Frank. I
stage
can't
too,
hear
bro.
Frank yet.
You
Green
can't hear
flag
me?
is in the air. Looks like
Check, you
here
can't
they
hear
are.
me?
I don't
You're
know.
live
Can
on
you
your
hear
channel,
Frank?
dude?
Yeah. Can you hear Frank Checo?
No, I can't hear you.
He
What
can't
the
hear you,
fuck?
Frank, for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't either. Do you have him muted for some reason?
Oh, no. Okay, his thing.
No, I don't got a mute, bro.
He's wanting to talk to you. I don't think he's wanting to broadcast. But we're racing here, boys. Green flag is out. And 45 is out front for right this moment. 77 is following suit in second, pushing by two,
Bro.
getting the number 9. Checo, you missed a heck of a end of the stage at number 2. They were 4 abreast coming across the line, man. They were getting it. These drivers are ratcheting up the intensity every single lap. They know what's on the line. They want to start up front, and they want to stay in good position, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. 2 playoff points and 5 regular season points on the line, and one of these drivers definitely are looking to grab it.
You got the screen back up?
All of them pacing that yellow line down below, single file for right this minute, but that wasn't how they were finishing at the end of stage 2. You'll see it again, I promise. Right now, they're probably just biding their time. Just thinking about the next moves they can make.
Hey, you're talking to me. There's no broadcast right now.
Yeah, there is. I got one on mine.
Oh, okay. Alright, so he's having difficulties.
Check.
We might be better off just seeing his right now.
Well, you're on air right now if you want to help.
I can't do nothing.
Why not?
I never entered the race. I was watching football because I'm racing stage 2.
Oh, all you gotta do is look up one of their, look up Too Good and join his room. Just look off of his profile. And you can jump in. I had to do that earlier. But these guys right now, they're single file onto the bottom. It isn't going to be much work being done right now. The 9's in third, followed by the 24 and the number 4. The 5 and 24 get up there on the outside. Double wide going off into turn number 3 from about 4 flying back. And they drop back in line. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break for just a minute, and I will be right back here in just about 5-second break. The 9's on the outside, and he is looking, man. He's got that 9 Napa Chevrolet out front, well, for a split second, and drops back. He ain't got no friends. No friends on the outside right now. They hung him out big time. That's what happens whenever you try to make a big move and nobody wants to go with you. That's a lonely feeling whenever you hang a real hard right like that and go to the outside and you don't have a single friend with you. We're going to do a good old Friday night kill switch on NASCAR Heat 5. Crank it up here at Talladega. road here shortly. If that's the case, we are about to see some green flag pit stops here. There, they were just hovering over that yellow line and kind of protect it. Nope, here they come. That was the signal. You got the. Let's see how many come in. You got the 5, the 4, 77, and the 9 and 22. We'll see how quickly they get on and off a pit road compared to your leaders. Right now, with your leader out front, the 45 is yet to come in the pit road. 24 is hanging tough right with him. I'm not exactly sure. On the lap count, I have no earthly idea. I don't have anybody in the booth to allow me to know that. I know they are in the last stage, about halfway through it, because they just got done making pit stops. Five and 9, they look like they got on and off a pit road pretty decent. Here comes the 45 as well, and 24. They were hanging tough together there for a good minute. Pit stops are almost over as they head down the back stretch, coming out of turn number 2. And we'll blend right back up there in line with the 77. Looks like the 45 kept the lead so far, unless the field done got so strung out that I can't really tell. Let's see who comes across the line first here very shortly. Got the 45 to 77. They're hanging tough together. Looks like they are your race leaders for right this minute. We'll go ahead and bring you through the field and go ahead and see where everyone is. Looks like the 45 and 77 are 1-2, followed by Sniper and the 9 of Too Good, along with 4 Jason and Jinx and 5th, and that 22 Pennzoil Ford. And stuck in the middle, we're about to find out, is the 24 car. And I don't know how that's going to play out for him too well. Well, if these guys can get hooked up and get a run going on them two up front, this is going to be an insane finish because it is coming down to towards the end. So if these guys can get grouped up and catch a draft off of these guys up front, they are going to blow by them like stumps are tied to them. The draft means a lot, and
technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I am back in the booth. I hope Duke Boy was treating you guys well on Duke's side of the stream.
Right you are. What's up, buddy? Welcome back.
This time I did not have to travel far lands and conquer many beasts. This time it was just in the comfort of my own home. I don't know, for some reason Spectrum's been messing with us, so I gotta, ask Jinx to give me a hookup.
Well, to bring you into the action and kind of bring you in what you've missed, everybody just came down pit road not that long ago, and the pack that came off of pit road together, they're catching the leaders and they're about to go right by them.
I'm going to give you lap count right now. Oh, just 3 laps remaining in this race.
Well, that's the reason why they didn't peak too soon then, because I was wondering if they were going to get that run too early on to try to go by the leaders, and they haven't. So the 5's still stationary to a point. We'll see if he'll be able to sit there and keep it.
I'm getting the broadcast booth back live on my side. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to mix both of these up and make it a video. Too much.
Right you are, buddy. Technical difficulties is normal, but that's why you always get back up, man.
get knocked out, you get your ass back up.
That's right. Just like this group is doing right here. They're still staying single file with just 2 laps remaining coming up here across the stripe.
Looks to be, yep, 2 laps remaining.
Yeah, they're kind of staying too much single file here. I think that back group back there, I think they're getting spread out. Everybody's trying to get a run on someone and make a move. And the first one to do it is the 77. He has the 4 car go up there with him and drops right back down to the bottom. No friends for the 77. Hung out to dry.
Sniper going to pit?
Yes, he did. Sniper's racing for the lead with the 4. Jason, they were side by side. Jason overtakes him with that big run going off into turn number 3. Oh, they make a tad bit of contact coming off the corner. Sniper slides out the racetrack, saves it. That's going to cost him some momentum here for sure.
Yeah, we got Jason now in the lead. Oh, yeah, with 1 lap to go. This is the final lap, huh?
Yep. White flags in the air.
Everything's coming down to this right here.
I think that 77 might have just found a golden ticket because he got knocked out and it looks like he might have a run here going down the backstretch.
And who won stage 2? I know I wasn't there for stage 2. But we got the 77 now pushing up on the high side. The highest side that you can, and he's going to make it work with Sniper on the outside.
Final lap, final corner.
If the 4 can get the 45 and the 24 to at least push him just a little bit, because this run is still going to be...
It's the 77's race to lose. Here they come across the stripe here very shortly through the tri-oval. Blocks him once.
Looks to have the win in the back right here. And
blocks him twice, and a 77.
Dev will win the race today. He's going to get 5 additional regular season points and 2 playoff points will always come into a factor anytime. Any place.
Well, 2 playoff points and 5 regular season points matter a lot in this field.
Yeah, hey, not a lot of drivers, not a lot of points being given around. Hey, if you can get yourself a couple of points here and there and sneak them around.
Hey, you know as well as I do, playoff points is golden. They helped you out quite a bit last season whenever you were in the playoffs.
Yep, that's how I got out of the first and second round. Got out of round of 16, got out of round of 12, and round of 8 was a little bit tricky for everybody. Ultimately, with that lag out of Michigan, I just kind of said, you know what, fuck it, you boys run the race, and I had to sit back and just, see who won the race. And I was happy for the guys. I was like, man, hey, I would have been able to race or whatever, but.
We're going to have to try our best to I don't know if we're going to be able to get Def in here for the race win because that would be
Oh, he doesn't talk. Def doesn't talk.
Well, we got Mr. Silent then.
Yes, Def before the signer does not talk.
Well, man, that's a pretty big race right there for them guys.
Hell yeah. Well, before I was backed out by the game, I was able to see,
You missed literally the best moment, man. You really missed the best because the thing about it is at the end of stage 2, they were literally 4 abreast coming across the line. So, yeah, the 45 barely beat Jinx. I mean, they probably didn't beat him by no more than about 2 1,000s, maybe 3 1,000s.
So we had the 77 win stage 1, 45 win stage 2, 77 win the race.
Yep. Yeah, he wasn't going to be denied in the night's race. I kind of seen that run coming down the backstretch, Checo. Whenever you see those cars kind of group up back there like that and fall back together, you know what's coming. You know the way the draft works, and if you can drop back at least 100 to 200 feet and get that huge run to get about 5 more mile an hour, you're going to go by him. And he made it work. Duel number 2 will be up here very shortly. We're going to go ahead and
I don't know
get
how many people we got in duel number 2, but what I have written down was have duels. They complete the inside and the outside lane. I'm not sure if they talked about it in the broadcast booth, but this first duel, this one, this one stacked up the inside lane. So now, starting on the inside for the Talladega 500, you already know, starting off strong is going to be Death Before Dishonor in the pole, with Sniper right behind him in third place. In fifth spot is going to be Jason. Seventh is going to be Jinx. Ninth is going to be Loaderman in the 45. 11th is going to be Too Good in the 9 car. 13th is going to be the 24 Hooligan Bryson. I said 13, yeah.
And
15th.
15th.
Yeah, 15th is going to be Boss of the Sauce. You already know. Oh, no. After, did I say Crisp?
I didn't hear you, no, sir.
Well, 15th would be Crisp, and 17th would be Boss of the Sauce.
Well, there's 2 cars that dropped out at the end of that, and we still don't understand what the demise of that was, but
I do believe that the 19 backed out on accident in the beginning part of the races, because I think his side was lagging.
okay. Well, yeah, you can't have too many people lag right off the bat, and I got an invite here from Too Good. I don't know if we're supposed to go just yet.
I'll get the confirmation here.
Is he going to join us in the booth? Because I heard something about he was talking about it. But yeah, if anything's like I said before, Duel 1 was pretty calm. So, granted, we did have that wild finish at the end of stage 2, but I really think this is going to be the wild one. I think this one is going to be the one where you're going to want to sit up on the edge of your seat for, because there's a lot of new drivers, but there's a lot of veterans in here that are really aggressive. So, you're going
Let's go back and see the winner's car. Let me go scroll to the 77. Here's the race-winning car, driven by Death Before Dishonor. Let's just erase the image of Landing Castle right next to the screen. But we have Death Before Dishonor winning the first duel and starting off strong on the pole for the Talladega 500. How do you think that's going to play into the fact that, starting off in the pole for the biggest race of the year?
It means a lot, but in the same sense, you know, I was going to talk about this earlier before you got disconnected, but you don't want to show your hand just yet, because if you show your hand and show your race-winning move, people may be ready for that the next time they come for the big dance. So I think a lot of times all the pole does is make you want to be hung out the quickest, because they know you're fast.
Yeah, they're gonna see that you're one of the fastest guys. They're gonna go, maybe he can find his way up here. I don't think I have to help him, so I'll just leave him be. So
Well,
sometimes you want to seem like you're the.
You can help him, but
like,
you just don't know if you can pass him. How many laps left? Race 1 is over for the comments.
Yes, race 1 is over. Now we are on the second duel. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I lost my wallet. I don't know where I have it.
That's crazy, because whenever you're broadcasting on here, if they comment inside the chat at all for the broadcast, digital voice will tell you what they said. It's weird. No. It's weird, man.
Yeah, I got it on my phone to where I just have to read the comments. I kind of don't want a robot speaking to me.
It's kind of weird.
I'm gonna look at my phone like, who's talking to me?
I was kind of freaked out by it at first. I didn't realize I turned that on until a while ago.
No, I wasn't gonna comment video file, bro. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's why I was answering that. The race is over for Duel 1. We're about to start Duel 2 here. And it looks like there's another invite by Too Good. I don't know if we're supposed to go in there now or not. Okay. We're going to have a lot more cars in this one from the looks of it, unless that's just a party, but I think that's 13 players and all. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have a lot more cars in this one from the looks of it. Sorry. The second one will be coming out very shortly.
47 laps, 125 miles. Jeez.
Hey, that's a normal duel, man.
That was a good amount of action for us. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, they definitely mix it up, and all I can say is if they finish like they did for the end of stage 2, for the end of the race, we'll be in great shape as far as action. I promise. They were literally almost down to the apron. I was kind of questioning a call on one of them, but they were so close, man. Couldn't really even call which over the other going below that yellow. But that's a big factor. You cannot go below that yellow line tonight. That will eat you alive. You'll be a black flag, and adios to the lead.
Oh, there's my wallet. I was looking for this all day.
Well, since you found your wallet, you mind giving me some of it? I mean, I'll take it.
No, there ain't nothing but cobwebs and spiders in here. Yeah,
I was about to say.
I need it for my ID, so that's on the off chance I get pulled over. Alright, let me see if I have to join these guys. I will have to give them a quick driver's meeting.
Yeah, go see if they want us to come in there. Hey, we're starting the clock as I seen. They were starting the clock. I just joined and back out. It was like at 30. We got about 30 seconds and we can hop right in. I think, I don't know. I don't want to join too soon. What's up, Tiempo? Man, that was freaking nuts for them to say 2 for you. Here we are loading in for the beginning of the stage, or for duel number 2. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're going to get into their position for the manual start. You were confused on the first one, that's why.
Well, I kind of seen that, yeah. Not only that, but Checo helped me out.
Yeah, I think that's why Crisp ended up leaving in the beginning, because it looked like there was a little bit of lag, and he said that his power was ghosted. But sucks to have a couple of drivers just back out because of lagging incidences.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last year. Both plate tracks, I couldn't even fight for a position or nothing because I kept lagging.
Yeah, Dubois was kind of confused on why we didn't go green quickly. I was like, no, I do believe we're doing a new thing this season, which was mandatory, or not mandatory, but manual caution laps right now.
How many laps left?
Get to the preferred camera view.
I feel like it'll get everyone better, quicker at manual cautions.
Yep. There is an 11 on the field.
And it gives us time to get in here and talk about our race predictions. Who do y'all got winning this duel 2, gentlemen?
Man,
I'm saying the 11. The 11. I have 11 winning every race. That's my
How did
number.
I know Checo was going to say that?
I got my number, bro.
which one is Roadhogger in?
Roadhogger, I believe he is the. I have it written down.
Is he a 62?
He's the 16. So
16?
right there on the outside row, he's going to be starting off in P2, which we're going to the green, boys. So if you want to take it over, Duke, and present us with the beautiful call at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, guys, y'all ready for duel number 2? Let's crank it up. Heading for the Geico restart zone here very shortly. These drivers have been waiting, antsy. They watched the first duel play out and seen how crazy that one was. We're hoping for the same kind of action as they approach the Geico restart zone. The green flag is in the air.
We are now green, and the 16 has... Oh, somebody backed out real quick. But the 16 looked to have just jumped to the bottom line. Hey, everybody else is behind him, so why shouldn't he?
It takes a whole good lap to get up to speed here, you know, Checo and too good. It don't take but one good lap to get up to speed before you actually start making some moves.
With as many drivers as there is in duel number 2, do you think it's going to play out in like duel number 1? Or do you think there's going to be at least a caution here?
Oh, there's going to be a caution. I sense that. Got a lot of aggressive drivers in here compared to what the last one was. You had a lot more comp veterans kind of in duel number 1, duel number 2. Got a lot of youth and a lot of new people, and you got a lot of selfish race car drivers out there.
Here, we'll go through the field, starting off in P1 right now, leading the field. We got Frank in the 42 Black Rifle Coffee Machine, Chevrolet. Behind him in P2, we got the 16 of Roadhogger. Then, right there behind him in the 7 car is NWR Hellcat. Yeah, I think that one was Hellcat. And then right behind him is going to be, wait, the 45, what? It's 245? Oh, Moonshiner, I thought he was the 18.
That's what I thought too.
Which the Moonshiner has moved up a groove.
And
taking 4th spot right now is going to be the 11 of Blessed Era 92. Right behind him is the 3 of Colt Spacers.
Yeah, old Shine got hung out there.
48 is going to be SC Motorsports right behind him, with a couple of the drivers right behind him as well. Chevy Noah in the 8 car coming back for his 2nd season here. Great driver. He's such a cool dude to race with.
Oh, he's no longer Chevy Suarez?
No more Chevy Suarez. And rounding out the group right now, or the field, is going to be the 23 of Collins. Oh, actually, there's somebody back here. Oh, 4x4. Maybe a little bit of collision in the beginning. And the 99 of Winston Cup 24. Yeah, I did have that.
There's at least 10 cars in the lead draft, though. You got Collins back there in that 23. You got,
Riley Coyote is the 99 car, not Winston Cup. I thought he was the 99. A lot of...
It's Winston. He just had a account problem.
Oh, it's Winston?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the driver of the 99 is Winston. Oh, and he looks like he just pitted himself on accident. I'm going to switch my stream over to Chevy Noah to make it look like I did not see anything. Yeah, here on board with Chevy Noah on the hood of his guaranteed rate number 8 Chevrolet. He's right behind his teammate, RCR teammate of Colt Spaces right there in front of him. And the 11 of Blessed Era 92 in the 11 car. Hey, if there's anybody who could win this, it's probably going to be an 11 car. I'm pretty much biased a little bit.
Hey, I tell you what, there's a guy creeping in a picture, and he's 3rd place right now. He ain't shy away from being aggressive, and I think he's going to be your one guy to watch besides Roadhogger tonight.
My pick, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I didn't need to put my pick in. Mine's Frank, man. Frank, he's the defending Talladega winner.
Low hanging fruit, huh?
I think he's gonna dominate this thing, man. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's gonna pass him. He's gonna stay hugged to that yellow line. So they're gonna have to generate a run and work as a team to get past him.
Hey, that's what we were saying in duel number 1. Everybody was on that bottom side, and hey, you had to get at least a couple more cars up on the high side for it to work. I know you guys had small numbers either way, but even if it was a 3v2 or 3v1, that the high side lane could have prevailed. You know?
That's exactly how Def won that last race, that last duel.
How did
He
y'all
got to
like
run
that
off the
stage
corner.
2 when we actually all got to stay grouped up, all 9 of us, and it was 2
That
by
was
2 by
incredible.
2 at one point.
I got that. That was it was actually
I
3
got
by
that
3.
one too before I had to back out. Yeah, it was a 3x3, 3x3. It was beautiful. Me and Duke were talking about using the high side to the advantage.
Oh, that number 3 is aggressive, boy.
Colt seen space and he took it.
I
Hey,
told you, man. That's what I was talking about right there with that
my
3.
number, I'm about to throw a banana peel on the track if I have to.
Oh, somebody got
A
loose
little
back
bit.
there. I
Hey,
think
Steph is
48.
getting dicey.
48 of
48
SC
of SC
Motorsports got loose off the 11. A lot of people don't realize that bumper, when it's connected, that front car in front of you is pretty much controlling which way you're going to go.
Yeah, it's basically like autopilot. You have nothing but the gas and the brake. That's it.
Yeah, if they swerve, you're going to swerve a little bit. It may not be as much as them, but it's going to make your car go in that direction.
Yeah, just think about it as driving right behind a semi-trailer on the highway. You know, you're right behind them and your car starts moving. Man, that's kind of how these cars are for real. Right behind them, yeah, you're going to go for a spin.
He's looking. I'm telling you, that's 16 too. Collins is coming up there too. Look at him. There he is.
Collins is in the back and look, he's making some moves.
It looks like they're coming to pit road. That's the signal from the 16, 23, and 11.
Maybe they're gonna be pitting early. I'm not sure. I don't. How many laps was stage 1 and 2?
Stage 1 and 2 is stage 1 is 14. Stage 2 is 12. And
yep, here they come.
3, I think, was 16.
Here they come on the pit road. The 16, the 20 or 23's on pit road.
Stage 2, they will be green to checkered. There should be no pit. Stage 1, we're going to see a little bit of separation.
Ooh, the 17 has caught the lead pack, and he's going to be a lap down. Sorry for that 4x4, but you just have to call it how you see it. I'm sorry, buddy.
Lead pack is so after it, though.
He's trying to make the run on
that
the
front 4 is locked. The front 4 is locked, bumper to bumper to bumper. And the 7's about to lock on, too.
42, 3, the 8, I believe that is, and the 45.
Yeah, that's for Frank, Colt, Chevy, and Moonshiner. Moonshiner's supposed to be an 18. I'm not sure if you knew that or not, but it's okay.
It's a duel.
I kind of pointed that out. I was like, wait, 245s tonight. Kind of crazy. Here on board with the 11 and the FedEx Toyota Camry. Such a beautiful noise to hear. Such a beautiful engine going. I was behind the wheel of the 11 car. I just have so many good memories. Winning at Daytona, having so many good runs, Kansas. There's a lot of energy in that 11 team, and hopefully they're gonna give him a little bit of momentum in this season as he's gonna, carry on my torch a little bit.
And just to point out to the viewers, these cars are not swerving as bad as it looks on this broadcast. Last race we had hardly any wiggle, and I'm sure y'all saw some snaking going on. I think it's just the broadcast.
Not a lot. It was probably what we see right now. It's for my side, it's kind of smooth. Everybody's making their little moves. They're all having second thought adjustments. It's kind of scary being right here in the position of the 11.
You're gonna move. I mean, you got air pushing you. You're going 190 miles an hour. You're gonna move. You can't just stay completely straight. You're gonna have that little wake of wind push you around a little bit.
Always gonna be difficult. They are now going to be catching up to the 16, I believe that is. The 16 of Roadhogger and that Potty Bank Chevrolet. Or Poppy. I said Potty. Poppy Bank.
He's one of the ones that opted to pit early, is he not?
Yes, I believe him, Collins, Riley, and I believe it was those three that pitted early.
16 looks like he's got the lead for right now. He's gonna get swallowed up.
No, he's going a lot down.
Oh man,
I feel like that strategy would have worked if they could have all came out together, but them being separated, it's just making it worse with
I like
this 7-car pack
I
just
like how
pushing
you
on each
said
other.
that.
That's how they were in the beginning
And here they
stage. They
all
were waiting.
come. Everyone's coming to pit road.
The 11 elects to stay out. I'm
Ooh,
not
and it
sure
looks
he was
like
one of them
Frank
to
barely
pit.
beat Colt on the pit road. Chevy came in third. That was a nice clean run by everybody coming down through there. They spread out 5-6 wide, headed to pit road.
Beautiful pit entry by all of these cars right now. Just get some action on the track. On board with Collins right now. He's got some free air. I'm not sure who's in the lead right now. Remember, there's a lot of cars that pitted early. I know Collins was one of them. I
We're going
know
to see where
the
Collins
11
was
hasn't
attached
hit
to
yet.
this lead pack, so we'll see where he filters out. As the 45 and the 7 lead the field back off of pit road with Colt in third.
I'm sure the 11 has to pit sooner rather than later. Maybe he's going to stay right behind the 16 and try to save as much fuel as he can. I'm not sure. But it
So
looks
as of
like
right
he's
now,
going to
the
be
11's
staying
the
out
leader?
right now. Yep, for as long
Okay.
as I can remember, the 11 is the leader right now.
Well, in second place, you got Moonshiner that came off pit road first, followed by NWR Hellcat in
And Colt
third, and
Spacers.
fourth is the Colt Spacers. Sorry.
And
And
right
I
behind
believe in
Colt is going to be
fifth,
the 48.
48.
48 of SC Motorsports, and behind him, I cannot tell. Oh, it's Collins. Collins is right behind him.
So Collins' strategy actually kind of worked because,
Yeah.
again, and the green flag pit strategy here, you have to come off together. If you're separated, you got to back off and get the guy or whatnot. It's kind of hard to catch back up to them leaders if they're locked.
Ooh, I'm hearing the 11's motor, and I think he's slowing down a little bit. Ooh.
We got
Quickly.
someone run out of fuel.
I'm not sure he's out of. Is it a
And here
caution?
goes
I believe then.
Colt and the 7. They're making a move on the 45 for second. 7's on the outside. 7's clear. Colt's clear. So now in second place, you got NWR Hellcat third.
I don't know what's going on with 11. He's back here just chilling.
I believe the 11 just won the first stage.
Oh, man. He must have ran out of gas coming across the line.
Yeah, I
He must
believe
have, and here goes the battle for second, and it was NWR Hellcat second, Colt third, barely by a nose on Moonshiner for fourth.
Maybe Blessed Era pitted before everybody else. Who knows? I wasn't.
I don't
was
think he
really
pitted, but
following
I could
it.
be wrong. Because I heard nothing out that engine of that Toyota when he coming across the line. He gonna need some Sunoco racing fuel and Goodyear tires for that FedEx Toyota.
Here for the start of stage 2, we're going to be on board with. Let's go with Frank. Side-by-side racing coming off of turn number 2 in the start. Oh, we're stacking up 3 wide. 4 wide, a little bit through the back.
Yeah, that looked like a big stack up right there for about, what, 5th, I believe that is? They're getting it sorted out slightly.
A little bit of contact with the 42 and the 11. I don't think it was major.
23
contact.
kindly backs out of it. Smart decisions.
A little bit of a smart decision, just wanting to get out of the way of everybody who's tapping into each other. Right now, running order is Chevy Noah in first place, which is a beautiful number to see up front with 7. Right behind him, we got Roadhogger fighting for third, right behind the 45, which now they move into second and third. 7 of NWR Hellcat has dropped back just a couple of spots. Hiding right there behind Frank, behind the 11 and 3. So.
I think the top 4, you're going to have to do a lot to break them up. Like, they're locked to bumper to bumper, and they're not leaving each other.
I just think that number 42 car in 6th place.
Ooh, the 11 got a little out of shape there. Looks like he gathered it back up. They gave him room, and now that forms one car out of line. I believe that's the 42. He's got friends in low places, and they hung right with him and leave him out, luckily.
Hey, that's what we were talking about. If you have a little bit of respect with a couple of the drivers, they're going to give you, space here and there.
Well, being a past series champion, I think that that solidifies your respect level right there. You got to have respect for people that's already been before you and won and done it, and it looks like 3 wide almost for last place.
Hey, racing everywhere. This is what I love to see. Here we go, on-board cams. We're going to be switching. Oh, man. I was just on the on-board cam. Hold on, give me a second, boys and girls.
Well, I do a good old Friday, or actually a good old Saturday night, or Sunday, sorry. I get my days mixed up. Go ahead. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a Sunday night kill switch. Crank it up. That's what I was trying to get to.
Or what he meant to say was, instead of saying crank it up, let's hit the kill switch and hear the engine go.
Heck yeah. So you want to tell her? Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear it. No.
My favorite bowl. I never smoked that in my whole entire life.
I got the silicone one and I don't break this one.
Ooh, so too good. Coming from your duel and now into the broadcast booth, how was the, how can I say, the feelings on the track? How did you feel in the pack of cars that you were in?
Oh man, it was wonderful, man. It was very, very clean racing. We didn't have no one cutting noses in ours, not that I saw anyways. Stage 1 was a little hectic, because we did the manual start. Not a lot of people was used to that. But once we got together, stage 2 was awesome. That 3-wide racing there towards the end for the win was crazy. And then me and I forget who ran out of gas, and that set up a 5-wide finish for freaking stage 2. That was pretty insane.
Yeah, I respectfully regret saying 4-wide now, because I didn't realize it was 5-wide.
Yeah, okay, 4-wide. Yeah, I knew it was crazy up there. I got out of the way, I hit the apron, I ran out of gas. And shout out to Death, man. Death all day long. He was up there in that dual 1 top 3 the whole time. He's gonna be a threat next week. He starts on pole.
Yep, and that was what I was asking.
But man, I'm excited, man. From the racing I saw in dual 1 and I was a part of to what I'm seeing on the track now. Next week is gonna be insane. I mean, I got my son over here. He's already playing with the cars, watching this broadcast on the ground, man. He's ready to go. He's ready for next week.
Yeah, he's ready for a little seat time. I feel like he should get a little bit of seat time in Charlotte Roval. I feel like he'd best us.
I think we all are a little eager to see some race cars on the racetrack. However, we haven't seen any since November of last year. Besides for the Kill Switch channel, I think, when was the last race? I think it was in December sometime, or November, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was December, I believe it would have been.
December 10th, I believe.
So
Yeah,
it's been a good month since we had some race cars on the racetrack, especially in a group. So
Yeah, month and a half.
Baines chatting up in the chat. He sends flag
Three's
emojis
dropping
with
back to get a
sunglasses.
run.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, watch
Cool
him.
peoples.
That 11 of him. Oh, he thinks better of it. Either that
Oh.
or hit the back of him and meant to go around him. I don't think that was by design out of that 3.
16 and 11 get tangled a little bit right there, and they settle down. 11 gets a tough break there. He's gonna have to go to the back of the pack and refigure this thing out.
He drops back again
Riding
to get a
on board
run.
with Collins 23 right here. We're gonna see how he's able to manipulate the field to his favor. Hey,
Oh,
like me
45 and 3.
The 3 looks to be going under the yellow. No.
On the ragged edge, that number 3. Oh, he gets tapped again, goes towards the outside.
Hey, but to your point earlier,
3 other
dude,
jump up there, man.
Cole is one of the drivers who, they'll make the move that not a lot of people will. Like, once you see space, he's going to take the space.
Yeah, and
That's
11 couldn't
why-
figure out which
That's
lane he
why
wanted.
some drivers, they're going to,
By the way I just saw that, boys. By the way I just saw that and how that developed, and Cole went high, no one followed him, lets me know that we're getting down, we're probably 2 or 3 to go here. Everyone's trying to hold on to that bottom and get what they get.
Oh, yeah. You got a good spot, why risk it by trying to get more? I think your top 4 or top 3 is pretty much locked in right now as far as where they're going to be until like 1 or 2 to go.
I'm not sure. I'd honestly try to go risky with it. This is stage 2, right? Yeah, so with stage 2 being right now, I'd risk it for the biscuit. There's one whole stage I want to see with my car.
See, that's what we did in Duel 1. Stage 2, we went crazy. I guess because everyone had the same.
Looks to be a huge
oh,
lag.
23's around.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think he just lagged.
McDonald's
someone lagged
Toyota is around.
It's okay if he can get it rolling and he can stay on the lead lap. He'll be set up still for stage 3.
He was
They'll be
trying
grouped back
to
up.
keep from getting hit. There's 2 cars that are
He's
further
on the
back.
bottom of the track, so he's going around. Yep, he's doing well.
And it looks like the lead has jumbled up again. It looks like
Here
the
comes the
leaders have
45.
all thought about better of it, man.
Chevy Noah holding on to the lead for right now. Hey.
Honestly,
Oh.
now's the time.
Coming into pit road.
Yep, Chevy's going into pit road. He's the only taker. Everyone else stays out. Now, I'm not
Something's
sure why
amiss.
he's going down. We didn't have to pit stage 2. We all stayed out. I ran out on the very last lap coming through the trial. Well, so maybe that's why he don't want to run out at all. But
You know Chevy, he's going to play it on the safe side every time.
he also was the leader for that whole entire stint right there. So I don't know how the gas was sucking out of his
Well, that
car.
would make a big difference because you don't always stay full throttle in the back of the pack up front and as the leader. You're going to burn a lot more fuel.
I think the 16 looks to signal to pit road, and
They may have to pit. There wasn't as many cars in the first duel as what it is in this one. So what's telling me is more cars means faster draft, means more RPM, which means more gas burn. So
Yep,
they
we
might.
had 9, they have 11. So
They're not electing to go to pit road. Maybe it was just how their cars were set up on the track. Oh, Frank looks to want to make the outside lane move. Well, there's nobody behind him.
Yeah, after that big skirmish over there in the entry of turn 1, it's kind of gotten the field spread out a little bit here. And the guys that were up front that were minding their manners, they're able to race for it up front.
I'm not sure if Frank wants to, but he could theoretically drop back, help out the 11 and the 3, and maybe he's gonna get a little
16's
bit
up
help with
there.
the 16.
Here they come. 2 veterans. No, he
Frank
faked
said
him out and
no.
hung him out. Oh!
Got into the 7, which got him into the 16.
Oh, 3
The
wide per
45
second. Oh.
looks to go in the pit road. Maybe he went onto the bottom because of the collision. Yep, nobody's going in the pit road right now, but they're gonna probably
45 is
going
going to be a sitting duck right there. I think he's out of gas. I think that's what that was. I think he's out of fuel.
yep, he ran out of fuel coming to the line, and that is the finish. So your stage 2 winner is NWR Hellcat. He's the one that came away with that stage 2.
That number 7.
I think Roadhogger got second, Frank third. Fourth was the 11. Fifth Colt, sixth. I think Moonshiner got away with sixth, even with running out of
I
fuel.
think we're going to have some tempers in this, boys, to say the least. You just had a bunch of series of actions that took place right there, and you know how drivers' tempers are. There's going to be a couple of drivers that felt like they were done wrong, so that's going to make them even more aggressive than what they were at the last stage.
Well, dude, I think you were right. You said one of these duels, just like in real life, one of them be crazy. I think we're witnessing it right here. I think we're about to get a crazy final stage right here. These boys are racing way harder than we was. We single filed out pretty quickly, and then we made a few moves. Like I said, into stage 2, we got kind of crazy, but right off the rip on stage 3, we got right single file, and we made our moves on pit road.
Yeah, these guys ain't waiting for pit road. They want to be on the hook or holding the checkered flag at the end from the looks of it.
By the looks of it, a lot of people think about the hook right now.
Coming to the Geico restart zone for the beginning of stage number 3, and the American ethanol green flag is in the air.
Yes, sir.
And the 17 bailed out early on for some reason unknown.
To pit, maybe, most likely.
Something's amiss with him. I don't know if they're going to wait a full lap, but they're going to need to, because it takes about that long to get these restrictor plate engines up.
Getting a little wiggly right there behind the 42 of Frank. Hey, if they could get this high side rolling,
They're everywhere.
That everybody's going to jump up. Yep,
where's the spot and where can I be?
Oh, the 16 goes and blocks the 7. Ooh,
99 said, I'm out of here.
Spot right there.
99 didn't
back
want none
here
of
on
it.
board with Collins in the back.
How scary does it look from back there, huh?
From this angle looking forward, it's wild up there, boys.
17 is slow on the racetrack. Looks like he's out of gas bells.
Oh, man, he forgot to pit. I hate to hear that.
Maybe he was pitting, got adjustments wrong, and he just...
Yeah, remember I was talking about that stuff earlier. Whoa, they're playing with him down there. That was not a good idea.
Oh, the 48 into the wall. Hard impact from my screen. I'm not sure if that was on his, but ooh, hard lick into the outside wall.
Right you are. The 48 Ally Chevrolet was up against the safer barrier, and it looks like his car is demolished and retired for the evening.
Man, I hate to see that. He was a good pusher. He was running 5th there in stage 1, and I believe he ran 6th in stage 2.
Well, this is going to be where you're going to need to put your big boy pants on, folks, because these boys, they want them additional playoff points, and they want them regular 5-season points. So you got a lot of drivers that are aggressive, and they dang sure ain't afraid to put a bumper to you or put a block on you. So you're going to have to mind your P's and Q's in this one.
One guy I like to see up front right now is he was making his moves earlier, and look at him, he's still trying to make moves. He's
17.
Still right there.
Man, that's 17.
Man, 4x4, I feel so bad.
They really need a yellow for that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know that's wrong, but they really do.
Push the man.
I mean,
get back in the car.
23 is dropping back to get a run up front. Looks like the 3 to 7 and 42 are working together to sort out a deal here.
I'm not sure if you remember, Duke. Remember what we talked about last race? The side draft would work like super well in this type of situation. With this amount of speed, with this amount of cars, you could be 3 cars back from the lead, or like you could be in Collins' position right now, make a move, and probably challenge for the lead. Like I wouldn't doubt that with the side draft and how it works right now with this car in this game, he could possibly challenge for the lead.
Well, you're going to need some friends, to your point. It ain't just going to be hanging a heart.
Hey, boys, someone stop to help him. It's Winston.
That is the player of the race right there. That is MVP right there.
Yeah, that's the move of the race.
MVP 17 and 99. That's a true teammate right there.
I think 16 was signaling that he was going to pit.
Yep, 16's pitting early. Roadhogger's always known for pitting a little early. He did that a lot last season. Some tracks that helped him, some tracks that didn't. We'll see what happens here.
It can bite you, especially being by yourself like that, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say that with him being right by himself, I'm not sure.
Well, if I was Road Hogger, I wouldn't be too worried about it. How stage 1 and 2 went when they pitted, everyone was separated when they came out. No one has came out as a team yet. Took the same strategy: half a tank, no gas, or a half a tank, no tires, a full can with rights. No one's done the same thing. Everyone's doing something different. It's spreading them all out.
Well, you know, Dega, you don't really need tires as so much as you need gas. So whatever it takes to get that fuel cell all the way full and get you out of there as quickly as possible is what you're going to need to do.
Oh no, what we all did in Duel 1 is every pit we took a half a can, every single pit.
Well, you must not need much fuel then, saving it out there in the draft.
It's a splash and go. You get 12 laps of tank.
Right you are. Check out your favorite cars out front, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to jinx him. I'm not trying to say something, but yeah, my car looks to be out front.
I'll say it. FedEx Toyota's out front.
And
for
then
the time being.
With the move, as he said something with Collins pushing him.
With the move with Collins. Collins, just like at Talladega, the 23 is not helping the 11. I'm not sure what I'm witnessing.
Speaking of this, where did Collins come from?
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, it's a different season for Collins. I'm telling you, I told him, relax. I told him, think about the races. And I told him, when things get dire and drastic, I said, forget about it. Just keep racing. Put down your fucking foot on the pedal, and you're gone, bro.
Yep. 11's getting hung out big time. That bottom, not many people's wanting to stick with that 11 car and don't know why.
Here comes the 3. That's a 4 line now. That inside line's going to prevail. And
oh, here comes the 3, and you know he's going to dive it upside.
No, he's going to make the outside work too.
Yep.
As long as he can try to side draft these guys on the bottom, which it looks like he is, he's trying to get a little bit closer to him. He can make the move.
He did it. He got the 11.
That's what you got to have up there on that outside. You got to have the leader being able to help on him.
They all bailed on 3.
Ooh, they all bailed. They thought the 3 was kind of going to
the
inside.
But the 3 slammed the door on them, so he's right back in line.
16 right out in front of them. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe.
That 11's hanging tough. Along with the 23.
My teammate leaves him. Now I got to try to get in behind him, try to pass him and do something.
Oh, Noah's got it in the wind.
Collins,
They got some wet traffic to deal with up here. See how they navigate this.
Yeah, one of them's Road Hogger. He's not a lot down yet, but he's about to be. He's losing time. That early pit's going to cost him.
NWR Hellcat.
That's what we were talking about earlier. If you pit by yourself, you're going to be a lonely duckling out there by yourself. The draft's anywhere between at least a second and a half to 2 seconds faster, and if you ain't got nobody with you, you're lonely.
To that point, talking about stuff earlier, we didn't have a couple of extra drivers for duel number 1, but look, now we're gonna have a battle for the free pass if a caution comes out. I know this is still stage 3, but if a caution comes out and these 2 are the only lap cars, hey, they kind of got a battle for a free pass spot.
Here they come down the back chute, up on the lap cars. Lap cars give way, and it looks like the leaders are just going to go ahead and stick to the bottom side as the lap cars stay up high. There's the number 99 race move of the race, was pushing that number 17 that was out of fuel earlier on. That's the reason why he's going another lap down.
Winston Cup with the dub. And ours, he's the real winner of the race. Never.
That's a Lightning McQueen and King move right there, man.
Even though there's going to be a winner and 5 points added with another 2 playoff points, hey, the real winner of the race is that 99 car.
That was a big move.
That don't go unnoticed.
Looks like the lap cars is tagged along.
Let's think about it. Let's think about it later on in the playoffs. You know, we have, I think, Talladega and Daytona maybe in the playoffs. I'm not sure. Daytona. I know we have Daytona in the playoffs. And hey, what if the 99 needs a little bit of help and the 16 remembers on what happened early on in the season? Hey, you make your buddies.
Yeah, 17, he'll remember that for sure. I definitely don't think if that boy needs a break, he'll cut him one.
Oh yeah, it was the 17, not the 16. Kind of tripping. 16 pitted early. That's what just happened.
The 3 looks like he's jumped up to the outside by himself there. Looks like he ain't got no friends, so he jumps right back in line.
Collins wants to have the move on the outside, but he knows that everybody's going to be on the bottom side for right now.
You're going to have to pull him with you, Checo. You know how it is being that second place car. You got to drag the brake just a little bit, allow that, hoping that the field checks up with you, and get a big old run on that leader.
Man, it's going to just be 1 against, 5 of them. Chevy versus everybody right now. That's what
I don't think that it's going to finish this way, though. Oh, Collins! They're coming to pit road.
Collins and Chevy.
2 of the first 6 are going on pit road.
And Moonshiner.
Yep, 45's in. 8 and 23 and 45.
11-7, 16-3, and the 42 all stay out. Cold Space is being in 4th spot, boys. Hey, he's one of the picks that I want to win for today and next week.
This is what separated the last duel from the other boys, just getting on and off pit road.
He's shaped up from season 2, season 3. Got a little rocky with season 4, but hey, he picked it up season 5, now season 6. Hey, what if he's a real title contender? Because hey, let's remember, at the beginning of the season, Colt wasn't really, up front that much. At the end of the season, what was he? He was
got 11 and 70, there's 7 car, and 3 and 42 makes a big run in.
Good run by the 42 car. He got on the best I've seen so far.
Hopefully you did not speed on pit road. You cannot afford to beat yourself in this race. You speed on pit road, that is a big penalty. You will be just like the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it was season 4. I believe it was season 4, and it was the playoffs at Talladega. You know what I do 2 times? Speed on pit road.
Typical Denny Hamlin fashion.
Yep. The first time I missed pit road, and the second time I sped on pit road. And when I sped the second time, oh, bro, I was over.
Looks like Collins is going to get it.
Chevy and Collins. They're locked bumper to bumper. They're making a good run as everyone's exiting pit road now. Let's see where they focus.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
The other cars, they're already in turn 2, but yeah, they're all spread out. Besides the fact of Chevy and Collins being linked bumper to bumper right now.
They have not
cars,
removed.
But they're gonna be catching up. They're gonna get the draft and they're gonna pass. I don't want to see this.
You know how it is when you're linked up. It's a lot better than whenever you're by yourself or single file, basically, with a gap in between.
Oh, in the lead, we got Frank and the 11 car.
You guys are with
a blessed era
racing like this. But I usually kind of leave a little bit of a bubble on the car in front of me. In my view, I feel like if I do leave the bubble in these cars, in the Gen 6 cars, I'll be bumper to bumper. But in these cars, I feel like you should always give your partner a little bit of a bubble, because I feel like when you're on the back of them, you're gonna be in a worse spot. But if you give them a bubble, they're gonna keep reaching speed. You're pushing them with the bubble.
This reminds me of that scene of way back whenever they came out with a COT car, whenever they were running nose to tail, because that's about what everybody is. Everybody's gotten a partner, everybody's got a friend. They came off a pit road. This is where you make your deals. And the thing about it is it's going to be about the 2 cars that know how to push each other and stay locked on and be able to stay out front.
Looks like the 11 and the 42 are going to be tangling. The 11 doesn't want to help the 42. Hey, which I would be doing the same thing.
I don't know if that was coming towards the end.
11, I'm not helping the 42.
How many more laps we got?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Because with everybody spread out like this, it really puts that 42 and that 11 in prime position.
Race amongst each other for the race win.
But they get racing too much. Them other 2 back there, they ain't that far back. They're locked up and they ain't lifted off of one another yet.
I would say if Cole and the 7 of NWR, if they back up and link up with Collins and Chevy Noah, I feel like they can have a good 4-car tandem track.
I don't think they're going to have much of a choice, because it looks like that 3rd group back there has actually been faster than the 2 in the front. They've been slowly closing little by little.
Ooh, and I think the 11 might have just won the 2nd duel. I feel like that was the last lap of the race.
I think that was the last lap. Yeah, the 11-1. I don't think that's a caution because I know y'all have manuals, don't you?
So my race prediction has came to fruition.
Yeah, ain't
11
much
looks
things
to
has
have just
changed.
won. The 11 has just won a plate track, and I agree with what has just happened. Are we inviting him to the booth? Since that's not a talkative person, we can invite him.
The 11, 42, and I think.
And the 3, I think Colt was third place.
Yeah, 11-1.
Let's get invites to Too Good. Send invites to the 11, Colt, and Frank, please. Man, such exciting races tonight. I can't wait for the next week. So the 11 with an extra added 40, or not 42, but extra 5 playoff points. Extra 5 regular season points.
And 2 playoff points.
And 2 playoff points. Jeez. Let's get all 3 of these drivers up in the booth real quick. Look at this prime time number 11 car.
What's that? Frank was the fastest car.
And that shows him for next week that hey, he's got a car that is capable of winning the race.
He's only going to be starting on that second row. I think that's almost prime position. I mean, you got a guy that's already done this before and knows how to win the big dance. So he's just putting his first place moves up front. It's like a big game of chess. You know how it is, Checo.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's how I won a couple of duels at Daytona last year. You have to pick and choose your battles. You got to get up there at the right spot in the right moment. And hey, sometimes it's just all about luck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes it's just all about luck.
And you know as well as I do, qualifying don't really mean much at these places. It's more about where you finish and how you run your races and how you do on pit road.
Yeah, you're always gonna want to not battle people, but even at tracks like Auto Club or Las Vegas, everybody's gonna bunch up, and you're gonna have to find your way around the field.
Well, hopefully we get the driver number 11 in here and the driver to 42 here shortly so we can talk with the race winner and second place. For right this minute, I'm going to take a quick pause for a moment till we get our drivers.
I heard that.
Ooh-wee.
Did you hear us too good? Invite Bless, Frank, and Colt.
I'll try. I think he was third. Yep. I seen that same car in the wall at Homestead.
No, you can't fool me. Nope, that expensive. I'm talking about bets.
Who's Colt?
We need Colt in here, Blessed Era.
You would know what their special logo is, right? And where it's located, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about FedEx. Yep, there.
It's also a funny coincidence when they put on the hood. It's it's signaling to the left. So, hey, it kind of works out.
Yeah, I never realized that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until like a couple months ago. I was like, wait, when he's turning left, it's the arrow's directing him to the left.
That's why he turned Chase last year.
This guy. Yo, here we are with our third place runner-up. We have our winner that just joined in, Blessed Era, and I'm not sure if Frank has sneaked on in here. But let's start off with Colt. How did you feel in tonight's duel race?
Alright. Alright. Hey, there's a lot of people just riding behind each other. Man, that shit was boring, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Iconic
But-
man of many.
We needed 2 lines going. I'm not for that. Everybody just getting one line and everybody. We had this dude that won that was like causing a back up for like half the last stage. And, it was what it was. Good game.
Ooh, so we do have a little bit of strategy that was in a lot. Yes, we did see the bottom line, but we did see a couple of people wanting to move up on the high side, which we kind of did want to see. Two beautiful lanes over there. I just want to say, Cole, I seen you over in first place. I kind of want to know, why'd you back out of that?
Well, I don't know. Hey.
I was rude.
Did they put on special tires?
I figured he was half throttle, so I'd let him have the fucking front for a little bit, so he could get a, so he could take the pace and instead of sit there and fuel save. Kind of forced the issue on him. So I backed out. It was. That's not what lost to me. I should have got a half gallon of fuel, and I got a full gallon. That's what I think sent me about 3 seconds behind Frank and him. Me and NRW Cat or whatever.
Okay. Well, any other guys have questions for Colt? Too good, Duke boy.
Just say the aggressive Colt like always. You made it look interesting out there, bud. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
It's about time somebody got up there. We were sitting there watching them all single file. I was kind of saying the same thing on air. I'm like, I guess all of them's going to ride the bottom, and then right you were right up there up the outside trying to make a move.
I can't sit there on the bottom and just sit there and sit behind everybody handing me. Gotta make it shifty. So I don't know if Too Good didn't hear me. We can talk to the winner, man. Hellcat or whoever else, get me up off of here.
No, we're gonna chat to the winner, but I just want to see if they have any more questions. But good job, Gold, by getting a third place finish here at Daytona. I was gonna say Daytona again.
You gotta figure that
So
out.
used to that. Hey, it's because last season we ran Daytona in the beginning. It's like we switch it up every season. It's kind of confusing. But
There's a D and a T at the beginning. It's very different. I promise.
well, we say Daytona. I say the D, bro. There's no T for me.
I got Jack your jaw. You know it.
No Frank, so I invited Hellcat. Hellcat, you finished fourth, right?
Yeah.
How was your run out there, buddy? What'd you think of the new league?
It's pretty cool.
I definitely think next week's going to be good whenever we combine Duel 1 and Duel 2 together on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's my question to you, Hellcat. How did you feel the energy in the field? Because I asked Tugit, and he said with 9 cars, it was calmer, content. It was okay. It wasn't really rowdy. But once we started watching you guys, there was a couple moves here, a couple of people jumping out. Like, how did you feel moving throughout the field, huh?
Well, I think with the more cars that we have, it's going to be harder to pet past people, and hopefully we can make two lines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I heard that. It's pretty difficult just trying to move up to the front with 2 cars. I've seen you, Cole. I've seen Frank and the 23 or the 23 with the 8. It's kind of hard when everybody just wants to stay on the bottom and try to gain at least one other position. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that high step going.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be different come Sunday. We'll have 4, 5, 6 or more on top side. So
Yeah, because what we
It'll
seen
be a
in
good
duel
one.
number 1 was pretty cool.
Well,
I think I got
guys,
it before the stream ended.
final thoughts on Talladega. What's your prediction for the big dance? Who you got your eye on?
We didn't even ask the winner yet. You're far ahead of yourself.
Where is the winner?
He's right here. Blessed.
I've been
Era
waiting
in
on
the
him.
11 car.
He's been out there doing
It's
donuts.
so beautiful. I called it out in the beginning of the race. We had the pre-race predictions. me being biased towards the 11 car, I just picked you, blessed. Like, how do you feel? And don't say you feel blessed, all right? This was all. How did you feel, maneuvering through the pack? I seen that you started off, more towards the mid, but then when the race progressed, I seen you back down, then you went all the way up. Like, how did you feel moving through the pack?
No enemies, right? All right, man.
We can't wait to see this. Hey, this broadcast booth is waiting to watch all 36 of these races, bro.
I think he made an enemy of that 42 car. He wasn't too happy with him, so Frank and you go before, you might want to make amends with that one because Frank's a full hand when you piss him off. I know you. I watched the whole thing. Right? It was just racing. You're racing for a win. Yeah, you earned it. You earned it. I'm just telling you, Frank's gonna race you hard the rest of the season. Just be ready for it. He got it in his mind now.
Wait,
these guys can tell you. These two will tell you.
Wait, what was he upset about?
Hey, Frank said he clipped him at the end of the race. Well, they were racing for the win. I mean, they're racing for. It was the last lap. They're racing for the win. Dude didn't really do nothing. Let's just. I don't think you did. Hey, you earned your win. Good win.
You ain't gotta worry about it, man. It's just a duel. It's just a duel. No one's gonna be mad.
Gonna race you hard.
Don't be nervous. He'll be all right.
This guy's not gonna let him phase him, man. That's what I like about the new driver.
Nah, Frank ain't that way. He usually brushes something off. He'll be alright.
Keep it classy, just like us.
Well, right, he is, and I told you, man. There's some feathers that was going to be ruffled at the end of that, and
hey,
right when I was.
He did call it out too. He said it. He said it before the race, during the race. He said, "Because we're gonna throw this one."
Talladega is one of them places where you just got to make your move and make it right, and somebody's going to end up with hurt feelings, and the person that wins normally is the happiest one that leaves here. So that's right.
Yep, that's plate track racing.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you gotta understand. There's plate track racing. There's road track racing.
Well, enjoy your win, man. Don't hate it. Enjoy what you got because there's only a few of them that you get in here, and I promise.
Yeah, with the field of stat guys like this,
he'll be over it next week.
Yeah, Frank.
He ain't gonna be mad at you, but he's gonna race you tough off.
He will race you hard.
He ain't gonna say nothing more about it, but he's gonna race you tough the rest of the season. But I think you're a good driver. You can handle it. You're good.
Rob was a good.
You showed you were quick tonight.
Oh yeah, you did. Well.
Well, there he is, the driver of the FedEx 11 Toyota for this season. Your race winner in Kill Switch Racing League for the Talladega Duel Race number 2. Both duel races were phenomenal. Had a lot of fun watching the action, especially in stage 2 for the first duel. Second duel panned out just as crazy, so I guess both of them were a little bit nuts. What do you think, guys?
No, for sure. I feel like if I didn't back out in, duel number one, I feel like I was gonna be able to call more of the action, but with a little bit of the technical difficulties on my side, I just had to endure all that weight, and then I caught it at the end, which was another beautiful ending. But yeah, hey, hats off to the 11. Hey, he won the race, even though he ruffled Frank's feathers a little bit. Frank's gonna forget about it. They're gonna have a good season, and hey, maybe the 11 finally wins another championship. I couldn't do it for 4 seasons. Maybe he brings it back for us.
11 ain't. Yeah, never mind. I'll keep that to myself.
No.
The 11
This
ain't
guy,
never won one,
the
so we
11,
gotta see somebody
No
win one.
promise.
The 11 is in good hands right now, is what I see. What you got too good for right now? Since you've raced in Duel 1 and you've seen Duel 2, what do you think?
From racing in Duel 1 and what I've seen in Duel 2, next Sunday is going to be badass.
It's gonna be wild, for sure.
I expect 2 or 3 wild racing for sure, especially coming down to the race win and stage wins. Oh yeah, be 3-4 wide for the win or for
I
the.
believe we're going to have a little bit more cautions also with the amount of drivers that's going to
Oh
be.
yeah,
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to both duels. No cautions tonight. No
Yep.
cautions at all. Good job.
Oh, and
Oh,
on
also
that
shout to the
topic,
race,
time out. Time
the
out.
driver
We're
that
gonna
pushed.
we're gonna shout out the driver of the 24 or the 99 who was Winston Cup. Hey,
Yeah,
without
that guy.
him, the 17 would have not got on the pit road and got his gas. He sacrificed his race and he pushed a 4x4. So hey,
I think that was the
hats
move of the
off to
night.
him, man.
Well,
That sure
the
was.
17th forgot to pit at the beginning at the end of
I know.
stage 2.
Yeah, we saw him sitting there on the bottom of the apron,
So,
and then all of a sudden we see the number 99 come up there and help him on out.
He was waiting for the cast into action.
no. He's the real race winner. But if we don't have anything else to talk about for right now, we're just gonna leave it at the fact that we just had 2 great races for the start of this season. 2 great duels. I just can't wait for next week's season opener.
Both of your winners is the 77 and the number 11, and it looks like we're gonna have a pretty good ticket to the big dance next week. All I got to say is this is gonna be nuts. Like, if you liked anything y'all seen tonight as far as viewership on the Kill Switch channel, come back and check us out next week at Friday at 7 o'clock, or actually Sunday, excuse me, at 7 o'clock, and enjoy some great racing here on the Kill Switch channel.
Yeah, but that'll do it here for us, ladies and gents. We're out from Talladega, bro. We gotta.
You're gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to make you say it over and over.
We're gonna have to have one race for the season opener every year. Because with Too Good, I just noticed we have Talladega, then Daytona, Talladega, then Daytona.
Well,
Too good.
Both are wonderful places, and it's gonna be an awesome race. But,
well, I feel like you guys can tell that I was in the bar slurring my words, so I'm gonna just let it go off air, and you guys can have a wonderful night.
See y'all, guys. This Duke Boy signing out.
It's COD time.
Cock time?
Wow, that's the way to end it. Yeah.